So we will begin by the course calendar. So this is your course calendar. You can find this course calendar in your course page, okay, in the LMS. So the first week we will talk about the block 1, part 1, living in a digital world. Okay, we will talk about the digital world, okay, that we live in. After that, we will talk about the, we will start the block 2. All the block 2 will talk about the OU build program. Okay, it is a program of programmation. Okay, it is very simple, but here we will learn how to the basic, okay, the basis of the programmation, okay, the steps. What does it mean an algorithm? What is the algorithm? How we can go from the program specification to a good or a good program right in any language, okay, etc. So here we will see all thing about programmation, numbers, variables, the selection, the loops, the modular programming, and algorithms. Okay, all these block 2 will deals with the OU build program. Okay. After that, we will talk about in the block 3. We will talk about network technology. It will be about the communication, okay, wireless communications, biometrics, online communications, okay, and the Internet of Things. Okay, so this is all about the material or the content of this course. Okay, so you will have you will have one TMA. So the TMA will be online or will be in the campus. It is not, until now it is not defined, okay? But I think for the MTA, okay, it will be several quizzes. You will have several quizzes, 6 quizzes, 5 quizzes, and every quiz under 5 points. So you will have 30 points for quizzes, 20 points for the TMA, and 50 points for the final exam. Okay, so this is the assessments, your the division of points into your assessments. Okay, is it clear with me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, clear. This is your calendar, so you can find this calendar at the LMS course page. I am the BCC of this course, so all problems you are facing in this course, you and all the other sections, you can contact me via email. Okay. Okay, let's start now with the first lecture. So it is the first lecture. It is a lecture about the introduction. It is like the introduction. Okay, so all of you know that we live in a digital world, and especially in this year and the last year. Okay, so this is the course assessment. So as I said, you will have MTA. This MTA is will be 5 quizzes. Okay, every quiz is under 6 points. Okay, you will have the TMA 20 points and the final exam 50 points. Okay, don't ask about the exam if it is in the campus or online. Okay, it is still not defined until now. Okay. Okay, and this is the course contents. So we will see the living in a digital world. After that, this is all about the block 2, the OU build. So this is the OU build program. This one, it is very simple. It works with blocks. Okay, So you don't need to write. You don't need to write codes. Okay. You just need to order the blocks. Okay. All the blocks are here. So you need to reorder these blocks to have a full program. So it is very simple. Okay. So now what is the more important? The more important is how to solve the problem. Okay. It is not how to write. It is not the solution itself. Okay. It is how to solve this problem from the program specification to a good and an efficient and modular program. Okay. Okay. So after that, we will have the all about the so this is the part of the computing. Okay. This is the part about the communication. Okay, so we'll see what are the different mode of wireless communications. What does it mean the online communication? What does it mean the internet? What is the internet? What does it mean the network technologies and all about the networks, etc. So this is block 1, block 2, and block 3. Okay, let's begin. In this block, you will experience and investigate a wide range of aspects of the digital world. Okay, so many of things we enjoy, such as music, images, email, and social networking, are based on digital technologies. Okay, so you will see how advances in these technologies have led to them playing an increasingly significant role in our lives. Okay, so nowadays we are very attached, very related to the technology. Okay, or our business, our lives, it's related to the technology. Okay, we cannot we cannot imagine that we can live without internet. Okay, or without smartphones, or without communications. Okay, and digital communication. So block 1 also introduces some of the key skills for study, including communication, numeracy, practical and professional skills, digital information literacy skills to help you become an effective learner. Okay, so let's begin by the digital world definition. So we will explore what is meant by the digital world. Okay, so what does it mean, digital world? What do you think? Digital world. So the digital world, in terms of the technologies involved, okay? So the technologies is very involved in our lives and introduces some of the legal, social, and ethical considerations. So there are some considerations, ethical, social, legal, okay, considerations that we need to be to consider it. Okay, so the evolving computer discusses how computers have developed since the early days to the present time, when computers are ubiquitous. Okay, in that they are everywhere around us. This is what does it mean, ubiquitous. Okay, it is everywhere around us. Okay, so the idea of using binary numbers to code digital representations is also introduced. You know that the information that we will exchange is not the sounds, it's not the text or the image. Okay, it is the binary codes. It is codes. Okay, the binary codes. All these images, these texts, these sounds, okay, these videos will be represented, okay, using these binary codes, okay, be exchanged or communicated. So digital media looks at how images and sound are represented. Okay, how we can represent these images and these sounds, okay, using binary numbers, using binary numbers, okay, in computers, because computers only use the binary, okay, the binary system. It is the 0 and 1s. Okay, So a workbit of data takes the idea of data representation further, exploring the relationship between data, between computers and the humans. Okay, so this is, there are some relationship, there are some relation between all these data, this information, and these computers. So crossing boundaries looks at human-computer interfaces, the HCI, as the shared boundaries between the user and the computer, and introduces you to concepts such as usability and accessibility. Okay, so you will have some usability and accessibility. Okay, and this is, it will broken the boundaries, okay, between the human and the computer. Okay, so computers and communications from rarity, okay, to ubiquity. Okay, what does it mean? From rarity to ubiquity. Tell me what does it mean? What does it mean rare? Rare, it does it mean it is not everywhere. It is very limited, okay? Not all the 80 and 90, not all the people have computers, not all the people have iPhone or have a mobile phone, a smartphone, okay? It is very rare, it is very rare, okay? But nowadays, all people, okay, rich, poor, younger, okay, all these people have smartphone, has the computers, know how to surf, how to navigate. Okay, so this is from, this is the development of these computers and these communication. So the theme of this section is the development of digital technologies from the physically large and highly expensive equipment of the 1950s, okay, to the omnipresent networks and computer-based devices upon which our digital lives are founded today. Okay, so in the last decades, okay, these technologies were large, were highly expensive, okay, equipment. Okay, so it is not everywhere, it is rare to use these technologies. Okay, but nowadays all the devices that we use, okay, it is computer based. Okay, so in this section you will compare the development of the computer to the development of the telephone. You will describe some of the digital technology that form an integral part of many of our lives, and you will introduce the term of information society. Okay, so let's begin by the telephone. Okay, tell me how was the telephones? So the telephones were expensive to use. Okay, were expensive to use, and a few people had a home telephone, or most of them made use of public telephone boxes. Okay, so there will be some public telephone boxes. Okay, so we can go there and make some communications. Okay, but now these telephone is accessible for all of us, okay? And we can do some telephones, okay? Some communications, whatever, okay? What time, whatever the time, okay? Or the place, okay? Okay. So the high cost of using a telephone ensured they are not used frequently and only for short calls. Okay, so this is the features of the telephone in the later in the last decades. Okay, so it were expensive to use. It were very high cost. Okay, the high cost of the calls. Okay, so it is not frequently used. It is rare. Okay, to use. But now the advances, okay, in the technology nowadays allow users to make long distance calls directly without an operator and to be charged only for the actual duration of the call. So okay, it is now more, it is cheaper, okay? So the telephone became easier and much cheaper to use. As a result, more people began to use it and for longer calls, okay? So this is the development of the telephone, okay? For the computer, in the past, the computers were huge, okay? Were expensive, were delicate, and consumed a lot of electricity, wasting much of it as a hit, okay? So this is the pictures of the computer in the past, okay? But nowadays, a computer is just another item stocked in supermarkets, okay? You can find the everywhere, these computer, okay? So as computers has become cheaper and smaller, they can be incorporated into a range of devices that bear no resemblance to what was once thought of as a computer. Okay, so here we can find the computer everywhere in all the devices. Okay, in your phone, in your, for example, car, in your watch. Okay, uh, all these devices. In these devices you can use the computer. The computer is incorporated. Okay, is embedded. So because it is very small now, okay, smaller. So powerful computers now sit at the heart of objects such as smartphones, games consoles, cars, vacuum cleaners, etc. Okay, all these things will use the computer, okay? And the cost of computer power continues to decrease, making it possible to incorporate computer technologies into almost any object, no matter how small, cheap, or disposable. Okay, so it is affordable for all of the devices. They can bring with them the computer. Okay, they can use the computer in these devices. So these smart devices are talking to one another across the world via the internet. How these devices can communicate, how these devices can exchange the data, okay, via the internet and using the World Wide Web. So computers become more powerful and ever present, okay, it is present everywhere and they become ubiquitous, so they are everywhere around us. Okay, it is not rare, okay, like in the past, it is everywhere, okay? So is it clear right now? I think it is a very simple introduction, so all of you know this information. Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you with me? Okay, I need your feedback.
teacher.
اوكي شيماء، فارس، مها، سيف، خلود، وليد، بدر، اوكي ريما، خالد. Okay, thank you. Okay, so in the smartphone, two previous separate technologies, computers and the mobile telephone systems have become combined in one device. Okay, so in your smartphone, you will have two systems, okay, that are combined, that work together. Okay, what are these systems? It is the computer, okay, and the mobile telephone system. Okay, so this convergence, okay, of computing and telephone technologies has resulted in new goods and services for people to buy and use. Okay, with these merging, okay, with these conversions, with these relationship, okay, sorry, we will have some other goods, some other services that are provided for us. Okay, so for example, many people who were not previously interested in computers are happy to take photographs on their mobile phone, okay, and share them. So they will need the mobile phone, okay, to take some photographs, to take, and after that they will send these photographs to others. Okay, in this situation, the computers in the phone handles the processing of the photograph and enables it to be sent by email or uploaded to social media. So look at this simple fact. You take some pictures, some photo, okay? After that, you will make some modifications, okay, to this filtration, crop, okay, the luminosity, the contrast, etc. And after that, you can send this image or this photograph by email or upload this photograph to social media, whatever. Okay, so you used, okay, two systems, the computing and the communication. Okay. So the internet and the web, the internet is a global network of networks. It is an inter-network, okay? It is the network of networks, and it is the infrastructure that connects computers together. So the web, it is short for World Wide Web. On the other hand, is a service. Okay, so you need to distinguish between the internet, it is the network of the networks, okay, and the service that you can provide. Okay, the service you can the web can provide you the service, okay, that links file across computers, that allows you to access and share information. So that the web is a software system that has been built upon the hardware of the internet. So look here, we have two new and very important terms. It is the software and the hardware. Okay, so look at the software and hardware. What does it mean, software? Anything about services, about programations, okay? It is called software, okay? But anything related to the network, to the infrastructure, to the links, okay, to the anything, okay, that can sense, okay, it is called hardware, okay? So you can distinguish between these two terms. It is technically incorrect to refer to searching or browsing the internet, okay? We cannot search the internet. We search the web, okay? We surf or we browse the web, okay? Because the web, in the web, we can find these information, these services. When you carried out an online search, you are in fact searching the web and not searching the internet, okay? So the web is built upon, okay, it has been built upon the hardware of the internet. But we cannot search on the internet, we cannot surf on the internet, we cannot browse the internet. We in fact browse the web and surf the web and search in the web, okay? Okay, look now at information and communication technology. So our notions of time and location are changing. So distance is no longer a barrier to commercial or social contact. What do you mean, Saif? I cannot understand you. The internet made for a smaller group, the web for everyone? No. No, I don't think that. The internet is made for all, okay? The intranet, it is made for smaller group within one, for example, company, or okay. But the internet, it connects the all and every one, okay. But the web, when we talk about information, data, okay, search, okay, we talked about the web, okay. This is the main idea of the last slide, okay. Here we talked about the internet and the web. So the web, it is in fact some programs, some data, some information that are built upon this internet, okay. So this is the idea of this slide. Okay, look here now. So our notions of time and location are changing. Distance is no longer a barrier to commercial or social contact for those who are connected to suitable network. So we can do some commerce. That because there are some here in this, so all of us use the internet and the connection, okay. It will be good, inshallah, okay. It is related to my connection and yours, okay. Okay, it is the same thing for all of you. You cannot hear me clearly. Okay, I'm sorry for that. But all these, it is related to the internet connection. Sorry. Okay, so network cable with several strands of glass running through it, okay, and each of these strands can carry thousands of simultaneous telephone conversations. We can make many conversations in the same time, simultaneous, in the same time. A few dozen telephones, television channels, or any other range of other forms of digital content, okay, such as web pages. So there are some links, some glass running, okay, strands of glass that in which we can communicate, we can transfer many informations, channels, television channels, conversation, telephone conversations, web pages, okay, etc. Okay, in the same time. So the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the 21st century are often compared to other historical periods of great change, such as the Industrial Revolution, because of the huge technological changes that are happening in many areas of our lives. Okay, so there are some great changes, okay, big changes, okay. These developments are taking place, or are taking place in conjunction with corresponding large social and economic changes, often characterized by the terms of information society and network society, okay. So this is a network society and information society, okay. So another term you may have encountered in that of the knowledge society, which refers to the way that new information system can transform human societies. Included in the knowledge society is the idea of the learning society, okay. So you look here, we have the knowledge society, okay, the learning society, okay. So what is the difference between the learning society and the knowledge society? So the knowledge society is bigger, okay. The learning society is included in the knowledge society, okay. The knowledge society refers to all the way that the new information system can transform human societies, all the ways, okay, all the changes that can bring with it, okay, to the human societies is called the knowledge society. So the pace of change is so rapid nowadays that learning can no longer be confined to our school years and early adulthood. Okay, so everyone must continue to learn throughout their adult lives in order to benefit from the economic opportunities that rapid development makes possible. Okay, so we nowadays we can learn from everywhere. Okay, everywhere you are, okay, you can learn. Okay, you can enroll in online sessions, in online courses, in online programs. Okay, diploma and degree. Okay. Okay, some aspects of our digital world now. So we will take some aspects. We for the business. Okay, for the financial services. So every time you use a debit or credit card in a shop, the shop till communicates with a card terminal that transmits your identification details from your card to your bank for verification. Okay, so every time you buy with your card, there are several steps that are taken. Okay, or taken in this instant or in this second. Okay, in some seconds. Okay, so there are every time you use the shop till communicates with your card terminal, and this card terminal will transmit your identification, okay, details to your card, to your bank, okay, for verification. And after verification, you can do this transaction. Okay, so your balance is then adjusted according to your purchase, and a similar chain of events is initiated if you shop online. It is the same thing. Okay, if you shop or you do some shopping online. Okay, so you will select your choices. After that you will pay. Okay, so once you select on the payment method, okay, or mode, you will have all these steps. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I am with you. Sorry, but there are some students that didn't receive the link, so they asked me to send to them the link. Okay. Some of you, the email address don't yet work, or there are some problems. Okay, so once inshallah the LMS work, okay, I will share all these details with you. Okay, the presentations, the slides, the calendar, okay, the links for you and for your friends in other sections, etc. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's sorry, I need to send this link. Sorry for that. Okay, so for the so this is all these steps will take, okay, once you want to buy, okay, online. Okay, so many banks also provide online banking services, reducing the need for customers to visit a branch. Okay, so like the ATMs. Okay, so automated teller machines allow you to check your balance, to withdraw cash wherever you are in the world. Okay, so this is some other features of the digital world. Okay, so in each of the above situations, the machines involved are connected via a network, a central computer, which has records of your account in an electronic filing system known as database. So there are here some database. In this database, we can find your details, okay, for verification, okay, and you can every time, okay, you can connect to these database, check for verification, update the information, okay, in these like the balance, for example, after each purchase, and so on, and communicate with you all these information. As the financial services, so the financial services also have undergone huge changes in recent years as a result of developments in the digital technologies driving them. Okay, so the examples just described show how convenient and accessible such services have become. This new online way of communicating have affected us. It created new types of crime. It include the identity theft, and the digital financial fraud. Okay, so the banks have closed many branches, leading to job losses. Okay, this is some disadvantages, some drawbacks of these technologies. Okay, so with these development, okay, in the financial services, with these huge changes, we have some drawbacks, some disadvantages. So there are many types of crimes, many types of frauds, of theft. Okay, and also there are many people that lose their job. Okay, there are some job losses. Okay, why? Because they don't need humans, okay, for the withdrawal, for example, withdraw cash, or sorry, updating your information, your sorry, or creating your card, or all these facts, or these acts that you can do in the bank, okay, you can do it now in the ATM, okay, only using one device, okay. For the commerce now, advances in digital technologies have led to changes in many areas of commerce also, okay, in the commerce also, in the business, okay. So one of the most obvious changes is the emergence of retailers such as Amazon, okay. So we can buy everywhere, okay, from everywhere, Amazon, from America, from Canada, from Turkey, okay, whatever, okay, the place that you need to buy from, okay, you can. Why? Because this is the commerce. This is the advances of the new technologies, okay. So one of the most obvious changes is the emergence of retailers such as Amazon, which has an online shop, okay, but no physical one that customers can visit. You cannot visit the shop, okay, of the Amazon or of the I don't know, of the of such these retailers, okay. Why? Because already their shop, you can find their shop in the United States, for example. It is not here in the case A. So the internet not only benefits the largest companies, but also allows even the smallest retailers to advertise their services to a global audience, okay. It is not restricted, okay, the internet not restricted to some people, okay, that or to some companies that can advertise their goods and talking to you with sellers, okay. No, you can, all the smaller or the smallest retailers can create some advertisement of their services and can have a good opportunity, okay, to the global audience, okay. So advantages and disadvantages now of the online shopping, okay. So we, as you can see now, you have with these development in the technologies, in the commerce, in the financial services, okay, in the business, we can have the online shopping. We can shop at home, okay. We can pay, we can select, etc. Okay, from everywhere, from the place that we need, from that we wish, okay. So there are obviously there are some advantages and some disadvantages. It is for the buyer, and for the seller, okay, as well. So for the buyer now, for the retailers, for example, for the buyers, we will have more choices. So you can choose from the Canadian, from the American goods, from the Chinese goods, from the Turkish goods, etc. Okay, so you will have plenty of choices, okay, and you can often track goods. You can track these goods, okay, but for as disadvantages for these for the buyer, we cannot try, okay, we cannot try goods, so we will purchase, we will try, and we can after that return or exchange, okay. So the process will be consuming, okay, time consuming, okay. So we need to buy some time earlier, okay, before for example, when we have some party or when we have some event, okay. And for the seller, the advantages for the seller is there is no need for a physical shop, okay, and it is reliant on delivery services, okay. So the delivery services will have a great impact on the seller, okay. If the seller will, for example, cooperate with some reliant delivery services, okay, for example, such as Aramex or SMSA or whatever, okay, so there will be good services, okay, delivery services, and the client, okay, the customer will be happy, okay, with these quick and this good delivery, okay. But if there are any problems with these services, with the delivery services, Okay, so this will bother, okay, the customer, okay, and we will not think to purchase, okay, in later, okay. For the online retailers may try to address these advantages listed above by providing, for example, free collection of returned items, or links to online reviews of products to help advise prospective buyers, or by telephone helplines. Okay, so there are some recommendation or some solution for these disadvantages. So we can write, for example, we can read the review of others. Okay, so this for example tells us this, for example, customer tells us that the size is very perfect or very adequate, okay, to the actual size. Some others now tell you that it is, you need to buy more bigger, okay, or more or smaller, okay. And you can have some telephone helplines. You can telephone the buyer, and he will give you some advices. You can support forums to help customers before and after buying, and you can advise on how to shop safely online. Okay, so you can use, you can have some solutions for these disadvantages. Okay, it is for the buyer. Okay, okay. Look now at the communities, information and entertainment. How these technologies, okay, make changes in the communities, in information and in the entertainment. Okay, so in the communities, the internet has had an enormous impact on the way we communicate. Okay, so there are a great and an extraordinary change in the way of communications. Okay, so many people have internet access at home or at work. As a result, we have the opportunity to communicate with others using email, using instant messaging, and online discussion groups, forums. Okay, existing communities have created new ways of communicating, and the new online communities have developed. Social networking plays an increasingly significant role in the lives of many people. Okay, so we can join several forums. We can join other communities from other countries and cities. Okay, so we can exchange information, exchange ideas, exchange all these things. Okay, as information, the internet has had a huge impact on the availability of information of all kinds. Okay, all kinds of information, you can find it in the web. Okay, on the internet. Okay, so the material on the web reflects widely differing viewpoints. Okay, from official new bulletins, okay, to unofficial rumors, or comes from widely different sources, from commercial mega stores to community groups. Okay, so there are a variety of everything. Okay, and since no individual government, company, or person has control over it, the internet has paved the way to unfettered publishing of information of all kinds. Okay, raising questions about the authority and the regulation of these information. So all you need in the internet, you can have the response, you can have the answers of your request, of your whatever the information that you need, you can find it in the internet. Okay, in the web. Okay, already built upon the hardware of the internet. Okay, is it clear right now? Clear right now with me? Okay, thank you. Okay,
yeah, it's clear.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so for the information now, the widely used online encyclopedia, Wikipedia, for example, contains millions of articles. many of high quality scholarship. You can find it in the internet, but there are also articles that are suspect quality and may even be deliberately misleading. Okay, so you need to be careful, okay, about all information that you will get from this internet. So its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. Okay, so it is harm with two faces. Okay, you can help you and you can damage you. Okay, so if in that anyone with an internet connection can edit its pages. Okay, so you can edit your pages, you can there are some thefts, there are some identity threat, okay, etc. Okay, for the entertainment now, the world of entertainment is constantly evolving as new ways of creating and distributing the media we watch and listen to are developed. So digital broadcasting has changed the way we experience television and radio with increasingly interactive and participative programs. Okay, there are some digital cameras, okay, printers, scanners, together with desktop publishing and photo editing software, enable greater numbers of people to experiment with image projection. Okay, so there are many features, new features for the entertainment. Okay, with these technologies, with these digital world. And there are some online image and video sharing sites allow anyone with access to a mobile phone or digital camera to share photos, videos with the rest of the online world. Okay, so we can have some new ideas of entertainments. Okay, it is only by taking some photo, sharing with them. There are some interactions, some okay, so all these things. With these new technologies, there are new ways of entertainment. Okay, copyright. So when we talked about cameras and photos and etc. Okay, so we talked about the copyright holders are taking steps to prevent this by developing a range of digital rights management techniques. Okay, we need to cover, okay, to prevent all types of threat. Okay, so that make it easier, much harder to create copies of the original product. Okay, so we need to conserve, okay, all the rights. Okay, so they are also typing to persuade users of the benefits of the original product, and such attempt at persuasion can look very threatening. Okay, so for example, the following is printed on the back cover of the recently purchased CD. It is the start of the code, the FBI anti-privacy warning, the unauthorized copying is punishable under federal law, etc. Okay, so there are some legals, okay, some ethic consideration that we need to consider. Okay, we need to respect. Okay, security and risk now. Okay, there are huge changes with these technologies, with this digital world. There are new ways of communications, new ways of entertainment, or new communities that we can be one member, etc. Okay, but with the vast amount of personal information being held about us in various places, it is becoming increasingly important for us to be able to prove our identities. Okay, we need to prove our identities. How can I know that you are the right Ahmed, okay, or the right Muhammad, or the right Shayma? Okay, so I need what? I need some to prove. I need some proof, okay, for my identity, for my information. Okay, anyone can, my name, my birthday, for example, my preferences, my work, my education, okay, and can imitate or can create another account, okay, which is not the original one. Okay, so this practice is not just for travel, but for other activities such as purchasing expensive or restrictive items, paying bills, and opening bank accounts. All these things, okay, you need to prove your identity in these things, okay? So in several countries, identity card or password schemes are being upgraded, okay, with new biometric, okay, technologies such as iris or face recognition, which claim to identity individuals uniquely, okay? So there are these, okay, because with the passport, we can have, for example, two persons that have the same features, okay? The same eye, the same mouth, for example, the same nose, okay? But different names, different identity, okay? So with the biometric, with the biometric recognition, okay, you cannot have some errors, okay, in these identity, okay? And participating in digital world, so as well as the personal information that we know about, there may be also exist information about us of which we are unaware, okay? And said the terrorist attacks on the USA, for example, in 2001, much of the Western world has become far more security conscious, okay? There are some awareness about the security, okay? So governments and companies alike have developed and deployed technological countermeasures, okay? Why? To prevent all these types of crimes, of risks, okay? And these range from smart video surveillance systems that can identify an individual in a crowd and track his or her movements, through to the biometric technologies mentioned above, to the searching of databases for suspicious activity, okay? So all the world will be controlled, will be, there are some surveillance, okay, systems will be recorded, okay, to be aware, okay, to prevent all types of crimes, okay? And the golden rule relevant to good manners, okay, it is the etiquette when talking face to face, states that we should treat others as we would want, okay, them to treat us. So this rule is also relevant to online communication. We need to be, there are some etiquettes, okay, to use in the online communication. So to help us apply it, it has been developed into guidelines for online behavior called net etiquette, or more commonly net etiquette, okay? So net etiquette is intended to make us all think about how we behave online. So we need to learn how to behave online and to make us aware of the effect of our words could have on others reading them, okay? So there are some different, okay, some different ways, okay, that we can behave, okay, to give the others, okay, our behavior, okay, our, okay. Okay, for example, when we use the emoticons, okay, or the emotions, can be easily misunderstood when you cannot see faces or body language, okay? So as you know, in face-to-face communication, we can understand from face, okay? We can understand your mood, you can understand your behavior, okay, from your face, from your body language. But here we don't have any face, any body language, so we can use emotions, okay, the emoticon. Okay, so people may not realize you are joking or irony, and satire are easily missed. Okay, missed. So all good reasons to think before you send a message. Okay, and to compensate for these restrictions, early internet users come up with the idea of this smiley face, or which then grew into a whole family of emoticons. So we can use these images to express our feeling, to express our mood, to express our body language, okay? So, for example, don't write in capital letters. It will come over as shouting, okay? So when you, for example, write in capital letters, it is like you shout, okay, on the other one, okay? Okay. For the moderation now of forums, so we already talked about the forums, the communities, okay? So it is a group of, okay, so we need of members, so we need a moderator, okay? So moderators are forum participants responsible for keeping order, okay? Because we are different, we are from everywhere, okay? There are some who respect, there are someone who cannot respect the others, there are someone who, for example, tell the truth, there's someone who tell things that are not good or that are not real, okay? All these, the moderator will be responsible for keeping the order of this forum, okay? So they may have capabilities within the forum greater than those of other participants. For example, they can sometimes add new participants or suspend people who are evasive, okay? They also work to keep the discussions friendly and relevant to the forum, and the forum with a moderator is said to be moderated, okay? There are some moderations, there are some rules, there are some considerations, okay, and respect in this forum. Without moderator, without someone who will keep the order, okay, this forum will be evasive, will be not bothering, okay, will be not interesting, okay. So useful points to note when you are using a forum, okay? When you join a forum or when you are member of a forum, there are some useful points to note, okay, to respect. Like, keep it to the subject and pick the right forum for your contribution, okay? So if it is a forum of, for example, Tm111 forum, okay? So you will talk only about the Tm111, about materials, about quizzes, about, for example, TMAs, about solutions of exercises, etc. Okay, we cannot talk, for example, about Tm101, for example, or T227. Okay, it is not related to this subject. Okay, any contributions or any information about others, it is not related to this subject, will be not interesting, okay? So before you write a message, check any rules about what is and is not considered acceptable in the forum. Yeah, the class is recorded, so you can, I will send to you the link for the recordings, okay? Take a little time to use the forums, okay? Search facilities to see if your question or topic has already been discussed, okay? When you are a member of a forum, before you write a new topic or you, okay, you need to do some search, okay? If there are someone else before you, okay, before ask about this your problem, okay? So you don't feel you have to post immediately. Take your time to see what is being discussed and get a feel for the group you are joining, okay? So this very sensible behavior has the unfortunate name of luring, okay, but is quite acceptable online, okay? So you need not to bother the others by your questions that have or that are already posed and solved, for example, okay? So you need to take your time, okay, to not post immediately, to take your time to see what is being discussed, etc. Okay, try to keep your message so short, okay? You need to write a very short sentence, okay, with your need only, and not the whole paragraph that you complain, that you, for example, express your feeling and your complaints, and you have 3 days or 15 days working on this program, and you cannot have, no, it is not interesting for the others, okay? You need, this is the time of the other, and you need to respect the time of the other, okay? So people don't want to read long. Write a concise, okay, subject line for your message. People often won't spend time reading messages unless the subject line looks relevant, okay? So when you have some relevant information in the subject line, okay, others can help you, okay? But if they enter to your topic and see that you have write 15, for example, phrases or okay, so it will be you will bother them, okay, so they cannot read your subject. So keep to one subject topic of discussion per message. If you want to cover another subject, do it in another message, okay. So you need to be concise, you need to be very short, okay, in your message. Okay, look now at the ethical and legal considerations. So in using a computer for communications, you have many rights for free expression, but you also have certain responsibilities to respect others. Okay, you have all the right. You can express yourself. You can write what you want and what you wish. Okay, but you need to consider and you need to respect the others. Okay. So at this stage of your studies, you need to be aware of privacy, of confidentiality and copyright in relation to online communications. Okay, you need to respect that. At this stage, you need to respect the privacy. What does it mean privacy? What does it mean confidentiality? And what does it mean copyright? Already we have seen the copyright. So tell me, what is the privacy and the confidentiality? The privacy, it comes from private. Private, what does it mean private? Private, it is not allowed to everyone to know or to see, okay, or to read, okay? It is restricted to some, yeah, الخصوصية, good. It is restricted to some people, okay, who has the right to read or to see this information, okay? And confidentiality. What does it mean confidential? Confidential. What does it mean confidential? Confidential, like you want things, Rima, to be so confident. What does it mean confident? Yeah, it is secured. Confident. What does it mean confident? Confident. Now, confident, it means that it is, yeah, it is sure, okay, sure, okay. I am sure that this information, it is not, for example, modified, okay. So this is the confidentiality. Okay, سري, yeah, secret, okay, yeah, سرية, confidentiality, good. Okay, so there are these are the main points you should be aware of, okay, when you are in the online communication, okay. So for the email, for example, an email is generally considered to be equivalent to a private letter, for example, so, and should not be quoted or forwarded to anyone else without the permission of the original sender, okay. So this is one way of privacy, okay. Considerations of copyright and plagiarism apply to online discussions, okay. So for example, I see that there are this topic, for example, is also posted in other forum, okay. So I will go to this forum, I will copy the answer of someone, okay, to this topic, and I will answer my friend with this answer, with the answer of someone else, okay. So it is like the plagiarism, okay. So I have already taken some I have already taken some ideas about others, and I consider him like it is mine. Okay, no, it is not allowed. It is forbidden. Okay, so it is the same thing in your TMA. When we receive your TMA or your final exam, you will check for plagiarism. Why? Because there are some students that will copy the work of the others. Okay, so with these plagiarism reports, I can see that this student take from this one and that one from that one, etc. Okay, and all these students will be penalized. There are some deduction, okay, in the mark. So if for example, the plagiarism between 50 and 70 and 60%, okay, there will be 20% deduction of their marks, okay. If it is from 60 to 70, 40%. If it is from 70 to 80, it is 60%, and more than 80% or 90%, it will be 0. Okay, so this is one way to prevent the plagiarism. Okay, so the plagiarism is cheating by using another person's works as if it were your own. Okay, your own work. Okay, but it is not your own. It is you cheat, okay, from others. Okay, so some forums are not wholly public, in which case message should not be copied outside the forum. So the forum's terms of use may specify this. Okay, yeah, good, Mohammed. Yeah, okay, look now at the online safety. So the internet provides many ways of people to get in touch with each other, but this ease of contact can have downsides for the unwary. Okay, so it can expose internet users to the dangers of malicious software, to unsolicited and annoyance emails, and to a variety of hoaxes. Okay, so there are some malicious software. You need to be careful about the malicious software. You need to be careful about the emails, okay, the junk emails, and the emails in which there are some links of virus or of malicious, okay, software. This section will describe some of these problems and suggest how you can protect yourself from them in order to keep your personal data safe. Okay, so look at these now definitions. So we will begin by the malware. What does it mean, malware? The best known type of malware is probably the virus. Okay, so the virus, what is the virus? In fact, hoaxes means it is a way of خداع. Okay, hoaxes. So they will for example show you for example a website, okay, that one, for example, letter is changed. Okay, you see the for example the link, it is for example the link of Arashi, for example, or whatever. Okay, and if you focus on all the letters, you find that there are some letters that are it is a fake, that are change. Okay, so they can you can be one victim of these hoaxes. Okay, so virus is a piece of software that has been written to attack software on your computer, often with the specific intention of causing harm or deleting files. Okay, thank you. Okay, Hassan. Okay, so a virus attaches itself to other software on your computer and activates when that software is running. Okay, when this software, so this is some attributes about the virus. So the virus, it is a portion of software. Okay, it is a code. Okay, It is written, okay, to do some damage on the computer, to do some, to cause some harm, okay, to delete, for example, files, etc. Okay, and it is not alone, okay, it is attached to another software on your computer, and once this software is running, the virus will be activated. Okay, so viruses are so called because they are designed to spread quickly. Okay, it will spread quickly and easily from one computer to another via the internet connections and external storage devices such as memory sticks. Okay, they will spread from one computer to another, from one network to another. Another type of malware is the worm. Okay, الدودة worm. هنا الفيروس. Okay, وهنا الدودة. So worm is a piece also of malicious software that runs in the background. Okay, doing some damage to your computer even though you may not realize it is running. Okay, it is not attached in one other program. It is not. It will not work. Okay, with others. Okay, it can be running in the background. Okay, it can do some damage, some threats. Okay, to your computer without your knowledge, without you notice these facts. Okay, so the worms can make copies of themselves. They can make copies, and those copies can spread via an internet connection. Okay, so this is another type of malware. Okay, so we see the virus, we see the worm, and now we see the Trojan. Okay, so the Trojan is a digital equivalent of the legendary wooden horse that smuggled Greek soldier into Troy. Okay, so you know this fake story. Okay, it appears to be legitimate software such as a screensaver. Okay, but behind the scenes it is causing damage. Okay, you see the software as it is very interesting and legitimate software, but when you run this software, you notice that it is damaging. It causes damage. It causes harm. Okay, so perhaps allowing someone else to gain control of the computer, copying personal information, deleting information, or using email software to pass itself on the other computers. So all these can be a Trojan. What does it mean, a Trojan? Yeah, it can be, a Trojan. You can see this program as a legitimate program, as a good program that you need software, okay, that you need in your computer, but this computer, this computer or behind these things, it will cause damage. It can be filled with forms and viruses, as said Muhammad. Okay, okay. The ransomware is another type of malware, okay, that prevents a user from accessing their computer either by locking the computer. No, the Trojans cannot replicate themselves, no. But if the Trojans have some other worms inside these programs, the worms can replicate, okay? So the ransomware, okay, is a type of malware that prevents the user, okay, that prevents the user from accessing their computers either by locking the computer screen or by blocking access to computer files until a ransom is paid, okay? So this is another type of threat, okay? I can block your computer and I will wait for some amount of money, a huge amount of money. And if you don't pay this huge amount of money, you cannot have, for example, access to your computer. So typically this form of malware is used to extort money from the user to ransom, okay, to the computer, but it could also be something relatively minor, such as being obliged to complete a survey, okay, Okay, so this is a brief idea or information about the malwares, okay, that you are faced when you are in online communications or in the internet surfing in the web, okay? So you need to be careful about all this malware. So how to protect your computer? There are three main ways to protect your computer against malware. What are these? Ways? Okay. Ensure that your computer has the latest patch, okay, from the producer of your operating system. Microsoft, Apple, and other producers frequently issue patches for their products. So if there are any update for your operating system, so you need to update because there are some vulnerabilities, some threats, okay, in your some points, okay, in your operating system that need to be solved, okay. Make sure other software is kept up to date. So Adobe Reader, Flash, Java, and web browsers such as Mozilla, Google, okay, all these programs need to be updated, okay, as the new malware is discovered. So new versions of software are released that guard against it, okay. Why we have every time the update of the program? Because there are new malwares, and the program should update your database, okay, to discover these malware, the new malware. Install the antivirus software and keep it up to date. Antivirus software catches a very high percentage of malware, but only if the version on your computer is regularly updated. Use a piece of software called the firewall. The other way, okay? This tries to stop unauthorized access to your computer without impeding your own authorized online access. There may be a firewall built into your computer's operating systems. Others may be present in the hardware sorry, that connects your computer to the internet, okay? So all this traffic will be filtered, will be filtered and scanned and there will be search for unwanted, for example, traffic, okay? As well as technical protections described above, you should protect yourself by using antivirus software to scan any files you receive before you open them. This should include the files you download from the web, the files given to you on removable media such as CD or memory sticks, the files attached to emails. You need to scan all these files, okay, before opening them, okay? Okay, look now at this spam. What does it mean, spam, now? What does it mean, spam? Yeah, unsolicited emails. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Unwanted, okay? Unwanted emails, okay? So the spam is the general term for unsolicited emails or text messages sent to large numbers of people. They could be hoax messages designed to mislead, or they could be used to advertise a product, okay? So in terms of advertising, spam is similar to the marketing leaflets, okay, and letters that drop through your letterbox at home, okay? Yeah, good, Faye, yeah, thank you for your interaction, Walid, okay? Faris, Shaima, okay? Muhammad Samit, say thank you all of you, okay? So the spam email can be sent only in the spammer. If the spammer, who is the spammer? Is the person initiating the spam, okay, who will create this spam, has a collection of email addresses to send to, okay? So this spammer will have an email address, okay, a collection of email address. It will forward this email to all of them, okay? So a random email generator, how he can get these emails from a random email generator. So a random email generator is a computer program that creates addresses by combining common surnames and online email account names. Example, for example, Gmail, Yahoo, okay, Hotmail, etc. And he will create addresses, and the addresses that are working, okay, he will save it, okay. So other ways to harvest or gather emails, okay. So the other ways, so it will be by accessing company databases, by searching websites, by searching online discussion groups, by including links in images within emails, which when clicked by the recipient inform the spammer that the message has been opened, okay? By infecting the unprotected computers with malicious software to look for addresses, etc. All these are ways to harvest, to gather email addresses, how to have a collection of emails, okay? It is by these ways, okay? So the spammers may harvest vast numbers of email addresses, but not immediately know whether a particular email address is actually in use, okay? It could be that the original owner of the address no longer uses it, okay? He don't have any idea, he doesn't have any idea about the address, if it works or not, okay? But when you open the image, when you react, okay, so have some reaction to this email, he has he will be sure that this email address is working, okay? So be aware of spam emails that appear to give you the option to unsubscribe from a mailing list, very often by offering a web link to click on, okay? If you select this option, this will verify that the spammers that your email address is live. They can then continue to send you spam and even sell you your email address to other spammers, okay? So this is one way to check if your email work or not, okay? They will send to you emails, and if you do any reaction, okay, if you open, okay, if you see the contents, if you click on the link, okay, so they will be sure that you that this address is working, and they will use this address with others, okay, share with others. So below are some guidelines for minimizing the spam you receive. Don't reply to spam emails. Don't use the unsubscribe option in response to unrequested emails. Don't reveal your email address unless you want to receive mail from a particular source, okay? For example, when you subscribe in some forums, okay, you will be asked to give your email, okay, to activate your so be sure that you have one email, that one personal email that don't have any relation with your details, for example your cards, your work, okay? Don't use your, for example, professional emails in subscriptions in these forums, or in subscriptions in some for example communities, okay, or some social media. No, keep your professional emails secure, okay? Don't use these professional email everywhere, okay? Don't post your email address on a website. Create a new email address when registering on websites or joining discussion groups. You need to create a new one that does not have any idea about you, okay? Don't there are any details about you, okay? It is just for registration, okay? So if you receive after that several emails in this email address, you will don't you will don't care about it, okay? So set your email software to filter out unwanted messages. There are some software that you can use for email to to filter the unwanted, okay? They will, for example, delete automatically the junk, the spam, okay? The hoaxes, look now at the hoaxes. What does it mean, a hoax message? So a hoax message aims to mislead, يخدع, okay? Often relying on the naivety of its recipients, okay? So it will rely, يعتمد على ايش؟ على السذاجة زي ما نقول، okay? And هو ايش؟ Sometimes these are fairly benign. They may spread urban, for example, myths or untrue news stories, okay? So a recent, for example, in the 215 hoax message claimed that the market Zuckerberg, okay, founder of Facebook, will give you 45, for example, million of dollars to 1,000 of Facebook users. So to be selected to change, you need to register, okay, or you need to tag many friends, etc. Okay, all these are fake, okay, fake stories, hoaxes, okay. There are some others who will benefit from these acts, okay. So our other hoaxes are more malicious. For example, emails that appear to come from a legitimate source, advising people to delete, for example, particular files on their computers, which causes their computer to malfunction. Hoax messages can spread rapidly via email and forums, okay, often passed by work colleagues, family, friends, and even reputable online retailers. Unfortunately, users who fall for hoaxes can cause problems for themselves and for others, okay, because they are naive, okay. So a hoax can generate spam when it directs the recipient to pass on the message, cause files to be deleted unnecessarily and potentially harmfully by directing, for example, the user to delete them, and generally cause panic, okay. So be aware or be careful about these type of messaging. Phishing. What does it mean, phishing now? Phishing. Tell me what is phishing. Phishing, it means that التصيد, yeah. التصيد الاحتيالي, okay? So a particular kind of hoax message aims to persuade users to disclose private information such as their credit card details, their PIN. This is called phishing, okay? So the recipient of the message may be directed to a hoax website where they are requested to part with their details, okay? So there are some fake websites. They ask you to give their, for example, some details that are not necessary for this website, okay? But if you are aware, if you are careful, you cannot, you will prevent, okay? You will close all these websites, okay? And be aware of, okay? Okay, at the end of this lecture, so after studying this chapter, you should be aware of and understand the concept of digital world. So what does it mean, digital world? What is the digital world? The role of information and communication technologies in the digital world, the importance of managing your online identity for personal and work reasons, the legal, the ethical and safety issues involved in the digital world, the importance of making and keeping notes as you study, and how to work collaboratively online, applying netiquette principles, okay? So you need to be aware of all these points, okay? Thank you for your attention, and feel free to ask questions. If you have any question, I am here. So this lecture is recorded. So I will send you the link, and you can share the. For this first lecture, and for I will not take the attendance because there are many of you cannot have the link. Okay, so but I will have all. Yeah. tomorrow, inshallah, I will show you how to download the OU build, to install the OU build. It is very easy and small program, okay?
Can I leave now?
What? Yeah, you can leave. Thank you very much for your attendance.
Goodbye, doctor.
Goodbye. Thank you. For Muhammad, excuse me, doctor, when is the first quiz? I think the first quiz will be after 2 weeks, okay? You need to, all this information. Yeah, you can send us, you can. I am in the Medina. You can attend in the, yeah. But if you will, anyone, if he want to be with me in the online session, okay, in the face-to-face session, so he just give me the notification, okay, to reserve the lab, okay, for you, okay. Okay, thank you very much. We need to use laptops for the applications. Yes, you can use. Yeah.
What is the software we will download?
OU build.
What?
OU build. It is the program already developed by the Open University, British Open University.
Can you write?
It is very simple. This is the OU build. OU build. You see the screen?
Yeah, I see the screen.
This one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Very simple. Okay.
Hello.
Okay,
can you please tell about
questions? What?
Can you please tell about the TMA and MTA again? I wasn't able to hear you at the beginning.
Okay, for the TMA, we don't don't have any idea about if it is face-to-face. It means in the campus or online, okay? In the summer semester, it was online. In the second semester, it was online, but in this semester, we don't have any idea, okay? So if it is online, the TMA will be sent to you, and you will have some due date to send your email, or to send your for your answers. Okay, if it is here, so you all this information will be shared with you, okay, in the campus. Okay, for the MTA, okay, it is 5 quizzes. You will have 5 quizzes, each quiz under 6 points. Okay, you will have a calendar for these quizzes, and a reminder for these quizzes, and the contents of each quizzes will be indicated, the timing, the from the LMS. You can go from the LMS and open your quiz. Okay, yeah, online. Until now, it's online. If there are any updates, I will share it with you. Okay. Until now, it is online. The quizzes, yeah, 5 quizzes.
Thank you, doctor. And how can we access the ebooks?
Via the LMS.
Okay. And when will it be available?
Yeah. Once the LMS is ready for you, you can open the course page, and you have the C LMS, the centralized LMS. It is moderated by the GCC, the General Coordinator Course. Okay, so you can find everything, the courses, the last, for example, the previous TMAs, the presentation, the program, how to install, how to use all these things. You can see that in your LMS and C LMS. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Once the LMS is ready, I will show to you.
Okay, thank you very
What?
much. One last question: that do we have to prepare anything for tomorrow's class?
No, you don't have anything to prepare. I will just prepare your laptops if you have, and I will show to you how to install the OU build, how to create. I will explain to you what are the different parts in this program. Just.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, you're welcome. Thank you. For the section of tomorrow, we will have face-to-face and online at the same time, okay? Okay, thank you very much and goodbye. You can leave.